Nitesh is asking one question in FANG companies. Most of the interview questions are from data structure and algorithms. Why there is so much focus on the DSA? And if I can add something on top of that, then many a time these, at least my perception, I might be completely wrong here, but my perception is that these questions are kind of difficult theoretical data structure questions, like balance and unbalanced binary tree or something like that, right? That might be a crude example. Is the focus more to see that whether somebody is able to kind of address complex questions, even though you might not encounter the similar questions at work? Most of us don't design data structures, right? We are mostly using them, but knowing their internals is kind of always a plus. So what's the idea behind a lot of data structure algorithm questions?
Yeah, I may so in data structures and algorithms, there are two parts. One is, as you said, using the data structure, and mostly what I've found, at least at Amazon, is using the data structure versus like designing the data structure. But in terms of the data, if you're a handyman, you need to know all your tools. What is a screwdriver and what is a spanner and what is a plier and which one you'll use when. And by the data structure and algorithm questions, your foundational knowledge of computer science is tested and verified, that you know how you can apply what and when and where. And these companies, when they build solutions, they're for scale, like 1 million users, 500,000 users are accessing the services and the networks. And optimizations are very important. So like a O of 1 solution is always preferred versus like N square solution, right? And how well prepared and understanding of all these algorithms is a user. And there are instances when you want to use an N square algorithm, like for something. So in the DSA kind of discussion, the question then lets itself to a discussion between the interviewer and the interviewee, like what are the pros and cons. So it goes into a deeper understanding. It's not always looking at have you solved it correctly, but have you understood it correctly, and are you also looking at memory and space and time complexity and all those other aspects of it. So it drives some kind of discussion. That is where these are good questions to go with.
All right. So essentially what you are saying is not only just how to use the tools, but how you have used that in your previous kind of, projects, and the trade-offs between, space versus time and things like that, right? Those are the areas where you want to understand the candidates, depth and breadth around the topics.